Hi guys, squishybee here. Today is April 1st, 2022, and I have a breaking news report I wanted to read to you from off of the Epic Times. The title says, Kremlin says Ukrainian attack on fuel depot in Russia unhelpful for peace talks. The Kremlin on Friday accused Ukraine of a military strike against a fuel depot in the Russian city of Belgorod, while saying that the attack was unhelpful for the progress of Russia-Ukraine peace talks, which were set up to resume on Friday. I imagine it would. Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov told reporters on Friday that the strike, which Ukraine has neither confirmed nor denied, would do nothing to build trust between the two sides and could jeopardize peace talks. Clearly, it's not what could create conditions for further talks, he said, according to Russian state-backed media TASS. Russian President Vladimir Putin had been informed about the Belgorod incident, according to state-backed media RIA Novosti. Novosti? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. The Kremlin's claim that Ukraine carried out the attack could not be verified, and Ukrainian Foreign Minister Dmytro Kuleba? I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right either, I'm sorry. Said on Friday he could not confirm or deny Ukraine's alleged involvement in the Belgorod fuel depot strike, citing a lack of familiarity with details of military operations. I can neither confirm nor reject the claim that Ukraine was involved in this simply because I do not possess all the military information, Kuleba said at a briefing in Warsaw, Poland, where he met with top officials to discuss the latest frontline developments in Ukraine. And they give pictures here in this tweet showing them meeting. Anastasia Golodova, a spokesperson for the airport in Belgorod, told TASS on Friday that 2 helicopters of the Ukraine Armed Forces had carried out 2 strikes that caused a fire at the city's oil depot. Man, that would take some serious cojones to do. It seems kind of coincidental timing that they would do this right after the U.S. gave them some weaponry. For them to go right out and use it, kind of crossing the line there a bit, that's nuts, if this is true. Golodova said the airport hadn't sustained any damage and there were no casualties. Footage posted on social media showed what appeared to be multiple rocket attacks from helicopters, followed by a massive explosion, while another video showed a helicopter flying away from the scene as a blaze lit up the sky in the background. And here's a picture of it. I don't know, man. This would not be good with trying to head off World War III. This seems like this would be a real good excuse for something much bigger of a weapon to be used on Ukraine. And they'll use this as an excuse, maybe. I don't know, this doesn't seem too smart if that's really true. But who else? Who else would be dropping bombs out of helicopters? I don't know. Stranger things have happened, but I don't know. Well, I guess we'll find out. Kuleba said Ukraine was waiting for Moscow's formal response to Kiev's proposals laid out at the peace talks in Turkey earlier in the week. A centerpiece of the proposal put forward by Ukrainian negotiators in Istanbul on Tuesday was that Kiev would renounce its bid to join NATO in exchange for security guarantees similar to the Pact's Article 5 arrangement, where an attack on one member is considered an attack on all. While a number of Western countries have expressed willingness to provide some form of security guarantees, there has been reluctance for commitments to intervene militarily in case Ukraine is attacked. It comes as Russia-Ukraine peace talks resumed in video format on Friday, the 37th day of the war, according to Moscow's chief negotiator, Vladimir Medinsky. Our positions on Crimea and Donbass have not changed, Medinsky said in a message on Telegram. One of Moscow's demands is for Kiev to recognize Crimea as belonging to Russia and acknowledge the independence of the separatist-controlled Donetsk and Lugansk regions, known collectively as Donbass. Medinsky said after Tuesday's negotiations in Istanbul that he would pass along to Putin the terms proposed by Ukraine and come back later with a response. Yeah, I'll get back to you. There appears to be little hope for breakthrough in talks in the near term, however. Well, I would imagine this is not going to help at all. Italian Prime Minister Mario Draghi, not sure I'm pronouncing that right, who spoke to Putin by phone on Wednesday, said that Putin told him that small steps have been taken in the talks so far, but the conditions did not exist for stopping military action. Well, if they weren't getting too far in these talks, but this, I can imagine, would really mess that up, if there were any hope at all to get them to come to some sort of agreement. I don't know, this doesn't look good to me. But the entire thing has been really super odd, I gotta say. There's some really fishy, weird stuff that's going on with this whole thing. And this is like the second time I've had to redo this, because the first time I made this video, I kind of chickened out because there's stuff I want to tell you guys so bad, and I can't, because I'm afraid I'll end up in some sort of black site somewhere. I think there's more going on here than what people are seeing. And I think that there is something biblical that is happening with Putin. I think his reasoning would really surprise people, what he's doing here. And I think that there is some truth to what he's saying about a certain group that's in that country, that starts with a U. I think that there's still a big group that's still around, that left over from Holocaust days, if you know what I mean. Can't really say that on here. And I don't think we're hearing the whole story. And so I think we should also be praying for all of the just everyday Joes that are getting caught up in this in both of those countries. Because there's the people that are going to suffer from all of this are not going to be the leadership. It's going to be the people like you and I that are caught in the middle of what's going on there. And I'm hearing some really horrific things that are happening on both sides. And so I think that we should be not only just praying for the people that are caught up in the attacks on Ukraine, but also the young soldiers that are just kind of following orders. They kind of got dragged into this, I think, from Russia. I think that there's some really people's sons and daughters that are just stuck in a really terrible position, that are getting dragged into this. And I really hope that some of the stories that I'm hearing are not true, that's being done to these soldiers when they're being captured, because it's a horrible, horrible thing if it's true. So please pray for them also, because a lot of them, I think, just got caught off guard and weren't really expecting to be dragged into this. I think they thought they were just doing training on the border and got surprised with this, "We're going over, boys," and they had no choice at that point. So anyway, I think we should be praying for all of these people in that are involved in this, because there's a lot of stuff going on, I think, behind the scenes that we're not going to be told. We're told what they want us to hear, obviously, and it's not truthful stuff. Let's just say that. So anyway, I hope that everyone is doing well. I thought that this would be a good thing to keep an eye on, because this could very easily escalate, I think, to something much more. And keep in mind that that we could be, I would not be surprised if we get raptured out very soon, being that we're on the verge of a really big war here. So that could involve lots of countries. So be encouraged that I think that we're getting close to the finish line here, and that we might be out of here soon. So until next time, guys, I love you. God bless you. Stay safe out there, and I'll be seeing ya. Bye-bye.